In last video we completed 1.3. Today we will start with 1.4, exercise 1.4 of chapter number 1. Okay. So here our first sum is minus 30 divided by 10. So we will start with, as I have told you, first you will divide the numbers. That is 30 divided by 10 will be 3s. Okay. And plus divided by minus will give you minus 3. So your final answer will be minus 3. Second sum, again 50 divided by minus 5. So as you know, 5 tens are, okay, and minus plus divided by minus will give you minus 10. So your final answer will be minus 10. First you divide the numbers and then look at the signs. That will be easy for you to understand. Okay. Now C and D are same type of sum, you can solve it. Now I am coming to E sum. Here 13 divided by, if you see there is a bracket given, so you will solve the bracket first. That is minus 2 plus 1. So when you solve it, 13 divided by minus 2 and plus 1, opposite sign numbers will give you minus 1. 13 divided by minus 1, as you know, 1 divides any number, gives the number itself. But here look at the sign. Plus divided by minus will give you minus. So your final answer will be minus 13. Same type, you will solve the bracket sum first, that is minus 36 divided by 12. So here if you divide minus 36 by 12, that will be 12 3s are 36, minus divided by plus will give you minus 3, okay. Then minus 3 divided by again 3. So if you see minus 3 divided by 3, that is 3 1s are 3. Plus minus divided by plus will give you minus 1. So your final answer will be minus 1. Now again here two brackets are given. You have to divide. So before dividing we will solve the brackets first. So first this will be solved. Here this will be solved and then the numbers what you get that will be divided. So minus 6 plus 5 divided by minus 2 plus 1. That will give you minus 1. Divide by minus 1. So minus 1 divide by minus 1, if you see minus and minus, whenever two same signs are divided, answer always is positive. Two same signs, answer will be positive. So 1 divided by 1 will give you 1 and minus gets cancelled, so your answer will be plus 1. Now we will start with question number 2. Your question number 2 is verify A divided by B plus C is not equal to A divided by B plus A divided by C. So here you have to verify, that means we will take LHS and RHS and prove whether they are equal or not. So let's start with, here your A value is given 12, B is minus 4 and C 2. So we will place all the values in left hand side and check. A is 12, B is minus 4 and C is 2. We will solve it. Solving the bracket first, minus 4 and plus 2 will give you minus 2. 12 divided by minus 2, again 2 6s are 12 and plus divided by minus will give you minus 6. So your left hand side is minus 6. Here checking for right hand side, 12 divided by minus 4 plus 12 divided by 2. Let's start. 12 minus 4 plus 12 divided by 2. Here 4 3s are and plus divided by minus will give you minus 3. Plus 12 divided by 2 will give you 6. So minus 3 plus 6. Here opposite signs you will subtract the number. So you will get 6 minus 3 3. As 6 is bigger, so you will get plus 3. So here you can see that your left hand side and your right hand side are not equal, hence verified. Here you can write down left hand side is not equal to right hand side. That was the question you have to verify. So we verified. Same is the second type, you can solve it yourself. Coming to question number 3. Question number 3 is fill in the blanks. Now here some blank space is given and you have to complete the sum. So whenever a digit is not given to you, so you can take it as x. So 369 divided by x will give you 369. So here we are going to find x. So let's start with 369 divided by x is giving 369. So here x is equals to, as it is dividing, so here it will go for so your x will be 1. So 369 divided by 369 is going to give you 1. So your x will be 1. So now we will check with the, let's check. Suppose I keep 1 here. So let's check. 369 divided by 1 is giving you 369 itself. So your value is correct. So you can find out the value and you can even check the value. Same way, if we take here x is equals to minus 75 divided by minus 1. That will give you, cancel 75. So when minus 75 is divided by 75, your value will be minus 1. Let's check it. If you keep 75 here, so minus 75 divided by plus 75 is going to give you minus 1. So your sum is checked and verified. So your x value is going to be 75. Same way you can solve the other sum, all are same type. Okay. Coming to question number 4. Now question number 4 is telling that when you divide A by B, your answer should be minus 3. That means your answer is fixed minus 3, but your A and B value you have to keep on taking different numbers and find different pairs where you will get the answer as minus 3. So for this, first pair is given to you, that is if you divide 6 by minus 2, 6 divided by minus 2 is going to give you minus 3. Same way, if you follow the 3 table, you can get second pair. Like if you take 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9. If you divide 9 with minus 3, what you are going to get? 9 divided by 3 is going to 3 3s are plus divided by 9, answer will be minus 3. Right? So again, if I take any other example, suppose if you take 15 divided by minus 5. So 15 divided by minus 5, 5 3s are plus divided by minus is going to give you minus 3. So everywhere you have to get answer as minus 3. So you can take any from the 3's table, you can take any, like 24 divided by 8, you can take 21 divided by 7, everywhere you will get. But what you have to keep in mind, that the second number should be in minus, like 21 divided by minus 7, 24 divided by minus 8. When you will take minus as the second number, or the you can say when 15 plus 15 divided by minus 5 is going to give you minus 3, because this 2 should be negative, then only this will be positive. So that you have to keep in mind, and you can find any pairs, your own choice. We will start with question number 5. It is a word problem. The temperature at 12 noon was 10 degrees C above 0. Okay. So at 12 noon the temperature is 10 degrees C above 0. Above 0 means it will be positive. Then it is telling if it decreases at the rate of 2 degrees Celsius per hour. That means there is a rate of change of temperature that is 2 degrees C per hour. Because it is decreasing, we will take it as minus 2. Okay. Now at what time would the temperature be 8 degrees C below 0? Now it keeps on decreasing until it reaches to minus 8 degrees C. So from 10 it is going to be minus 8 degrees C, and we have to tell the time. So if you see here, it was 12 noon when temperature was 10 degrees C above 0. So from here it started decreasing 2 degrees Celsius every hour. So it keeps on decreasing until it is minus 8 degrees C. Now it is telling to tell the time. Suppose if you see here, it was 12 noon, then it decreased 2 degrees and the time was 1 p.m. Okay. Then it will be 2 p.m. 3, and it goes on. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The temperature when it is minus 8 degrees C, it will be 9 p.m. So at 9 p.m. the temperature is going to be minus 8 degree C. Okay. Now if you see, the second part of the question is, it is telling what would be the temperature at midnight. So here midnight means 12 a.m. So from 12 noon, it is asking okay, what will be the temperature at 12 midnight. So if you see, there are 12 hours from 12 noon to 12 midnight. So, and the decrease in temperature is minus 2. So 12 into 2 is going to give you minus 24. So what is the total change in the temperature? That is minus 24 degrees C. But the temperature started from 10 degrees. So 10 plus minus 24, that is the rate of change of temperature. So 10 minus 24, the final temperature it was minus 14 degrees C. So at 12 midnight, the temperature was minus 14 degrees C. That is, the temperature is 14 degrees C below 0. Now if you are writing below 0, no need to put minus sign. And if you are writing minus sign, no need to write below. Okay, keep this in mind. Our next question is, question number 6. In a class test, plus 3 marks are given for every correct answer. We have done this kind of sum before also. And minus 2 marks are given for every incorrect answer. And no marks are reduced for not attempting the question. So for correct answers, 3 marks. For incorrect, minus 2 marks. Now Radha scored total marks 20. Her overall score is 20 marks. She got 12 correct answers. So if she is getting 12 correct answers, that means her score should be 12 into 3, that is 36 marks. Right? But what is her score? Her score is 20 marks. So that means she did some incorrect answers for which she scored minus 2. So let's check. Marks for incorrect answers, how many she scored? That will be total score minus the total marks obtained for correct answers. That will be her total score was 20 and what she scored for correct answers was minus 36. Okay, minus 36. So minus 16. That means how many marks she get for incorrect answers was minus 16. So Radhika got minus 16 marks for incorrect answers. Now minus 2 marks are given for every for one incorrect answer. That means minus 16 is her total for incorrect answer. If we divide both, we get 8. Minus minus gets cancelled. That is 8 incorrect answers she gave. Second part of that same question is Mohini scored minus 5 marks. Now her total score is minus 5 marks. But she attempted 7 questions correct. So if Mohini scored only minus 5 marks, attempting 7 questions correct, what her total score should be? 7 into 3, because 3 marks are given for every correct answer. That means her score should be 21 marks. But she is getting only minus 5. That means she has done some incorrect questions. So we have to find out what are the marks for incorrect questions. So total marks, if you want to find out for incorrect, you have to do total score minus marks for correct answers. That means minus 5 and minus 21. If you see, you will get a total minus 26. That is minus 26 marks she gets for incorrect answers. So how many number of questions she did incorrect? To find that, you have to divide minus 26 by minus 2. As you know, minus 2 marks are given for one incorrect answer. So if we divide, minus minus sign gets cancelled. 26 divided by 2 will give you 30. That means total number of incorrect answers are 30. Last question of our exercise. An elevator descends into a mine shaft at the rate of 6 meters per minute. If the descent starts from 10 meter above the ground level. Now the initial height is above the ground level. Above the ground level will be plus 10. Okay, and the elevator keeps on descending and reaches the final depth of minus 350. Means how much total it descended? It started descending from 10 meters above the ground. So 10, it is already 10 meters, it is going up till the ground. That means we have to take it as minus because it is descending from that height. So from that height it is descending up to the ground level and then depth is minus 350. So that will be minus 350 minus 10. So total what is the distance that the elevator travelled was minus 360 meters. Okay. Now the time is given. Time taken by elevator to descend is minus 6 meter per minute. Why minus? Because it is descending. Okay. So total distance travelled upon time taken. That means minus minus sign gets cancelled, 6, so that is 16 minutes. So total time taken by the elevator to descend from the 10 meters above the ground level will be 60 minutes, that is 1 hour. So with this, our chapter is over. Please complete your classworks. Thank you.